So I'm just going to start recording and just kind of talk to myself for a minute here because I'm trying to work the bugs out. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing here. I'm not really a pro at this yet, so just give me a break. Let me figure it out, guys. Okay? Sound good? So, welcome to Aggressively Centric, the podcast dedicated to exploring the space where divide. Welcome to Aggressively Centric, the podcast dedicated to exploring the space where diverse opinions converge to forge a unified path forward. In a nation divided, our mission is clear: to promote dialogue that heals and unites. Inspired by the insights and ideals championed by Matthew McConaughey, Aggressively Centric is more than just a podcast. It's a movement towards finding middle ground in our political discourse. We delve into the principles that Matthew has famously advocated for: listening, understanding, and a shared commitment to progress. Each episode is a step towards healing our nation by encouraging a balanced view that looks beyond partisan divide. Join us as we tackle the pressing issues facing our country through a lens of moderation and mutual respect. Our guests will include thinkers, leaders, influencers from various fields who all share a common goal: to bridge gaps and mend the fractures within our society. From discussions on social justice to economic policy, environmental concerns, and cultural shifts, Aggressively Centric will be your source for a balanced perspective. So, if you've listened to Matthew talk about his interest in politics, you may have heard him say the words aggressively centric. And what does that actually mean? Well, to me, it means not just following along blindly with a political party. It means thinking for yourself about the policies that these politicians are talking about, whether it's right for you and your family, whether it's right for your community. At the end of the day, you don't have to just vote one way. You don't have to blindly cast a vote for either party. And so we won't be talking about one or the other. We will not be endorsing one or the other. And as a matter of fact, one of the biggest things that I want you to take away from this podcast is that we need to step away from the two-party system. We actually need some other people out there to give us some insight, to give us some alternatives, and to compete for the presidency. Now, how do we get there? Well, first of all, there needs to be some talk about the two-party system as it stands. We can't just say throw it all out. We have to have something to replace it. So, that's all I got so far. I don't know what else I'm going to say, but I hope that was a good start.